You, I know, would love the opportunity to bring home a true Philly cheesesteak from maybe a really well-known place like Tony Luke's, who brings us the best of the best, and people just line up down the block waiting for Tony Luke's cheesesteaks from Philly. Now you can do that at home because Tony Luke's is offering you 4 ounces in a 16 count of either their sliced sirloin steak or their sliced chicken. This is the meat that they use in their restaurants, famous around Philly and around the country. And now you have a chance to use that exact same meat for your own cheesesteaks. You have a choice of either the sliced sirloin steak or sliced chicken. So whether you want a steak and cheese or you want the chicken and cheese. This was new this month, just about a week ago it was launched. We began with 1,000. If you're looking for the sirloin, we have only 80 remaining. The sliced chicken cheesesteak, we have 70 remaining. So we are getting very limited, $79.98. Here's what you'll get: 16 pre-portioned 4-ounce steak or chicken portions. So that's going to be enough for a sandwich, but look how stuffed that sandwich is. So really, truly quite a bit. You can feed 16 people for under $80. When's the last time you could say that? All you've got to do is provide the buns and you are good to go. All right, here to tell us more is Tony Luke Jr., who we know and love from Tony Luke's. Tony, it's so good to see you.
Hi, Rachel. How are you?
I'm good. It was so good to see you at Foodie Fest last weekend.
Wasn't that a great time? We had a blast.
It was really fun. It was so good to see everyone. And I know so many people were talking about how much they love all of the products that Tony Luke's brings here to QVC. So,
well, thank you.
Let's talk about what makes this so special.
Well, people love to get involved. And when we're giving you this steak, we're giving you, if you can see, if they can get a shot of this. So this is what you're receiving. This is a big box of steak.
Wow.
So, and it comes individually packed like this. So
okay.
That's one serving. The camera's trying to find me. There you go.
We got it. Perfect.
So that's one serving. So what I did here was I got a very small skillet.
Okay.
Because at home, you don't have a giant grill at home. So I want to show you. And they're separated, so there's 4 ounces of each. I wanted to show you how easy it was
and Tony,
to do this.
I just want to call out that you are doing this from frozen, so it could not be easier.
Right, this is frozen. So it comes right on now. I like to tell people you want to keep it to a medium-low heat because it's always better low and slow.
Okay.
Which is my saying. I say it all the time because it keeps it nice and juicy. But you'll see how quickly these will. Now, I have this grill set at about 250, 275.
Okay.
And already you can see from frozen, they're really starting to melt now. And they're really starting to take shape.
And Tony,
yes.
This is the meat that you use in your restaurants that has just become so famous and people just line up down the block for your cheesesteaks. Well,
what we like to do is we take the best of the steak, we form it for you, so this way we're cutting out all that gristle, all the extra fat that you don't need, which you get when you cut a piece of steak up. We remove all that for you, so you're getting all beef right here. Just chicken, you're getting chicken breast. You don't have to worry about it. It's already cut nice and thin for you the way you want it, and it cooks up so beautiful. Wow. And you can put whatever topping, whatever cheese that you want to put on. You make memories. When we cook, we make memories.
It's so true.
To get the family involved and get them in the kitchen, we have caramelized onions I'm going to throw on the grill. I
love a good caramelized onion.
We got some of them. We're going to throw a little bit of mushrooms.
Okay.
For people that like mushrooms.
Truly, anything that you like that you want to place onto your cheesesteak, you have the opportunity to do that. So set up a whole toppings bar and let everyone come over and have a cheesesteak party and put these together and maybe just shake it up a little bit. Instead of having burgers and dogs, have a cheesesteak party. You're getting 4 pounds of meat for $79.98. And as Tony said, all the hard work of cutting out all the stuff you don't want, making this nice and thin, getting it ready to be sauteed there, that's all done for you. So all you have to do is from frozen, place this onto your pan, saute, and then you add a roll. You put this on nachos, on salads, whatever you would like to do. They will come to you frozen, so you can place them into your freezer and be good to go. It works out to less than $5 per sandwich. And this is also available on auto delivery, so you can place an auto delivery order if you know you would like to receive this every 60 days for 1 year. And Tony, this is really your signature taste. So do we need to season this meat once we have it kind of sauteing and cooking?
Well, I always tell people, if you're going to add any seasonings, you want to do it after the steak is fully cooked.
Okay.
Because if you add it prior, when the steak is raw, it draws out too much moisture. You don't want that. You want the juices of the steak to stay in there. Now, if you notice what I'm doing, I love to add my toppings while I'm cooking the steak so that all of that gets mixed in to the flavor of the steak. So this way, like I have my onions in here already.
Oh, got it.
So now the onions and this chicken are all going to come together so beautifully. And you can see this, it's a very small grill top I'm using because most people are going to be doing this at home in a frying pan.
Right.
So I wanted to show you how easy it is. Now we take our favorite cheese. Now I like provolone.
Okay.
So we're going to put 2 nice slices of provolone right on that one.
Amazing.
On our beef, which we're cooking up right now, which is cooking beautifully. If you're going to season it, now would be the time that you want to do it.
Okay.
But like when it's almost completely done. So we got some hot peppers on here. But on this one, we're going to add a little cheddar cheese on this steak to let it come down.
Great. Tony,
So
can
then
I
we're gonna
ask with the
Yes.
chicken, are we doing, is it all white meat chicken or is it dark and white meat?
It's all white meat chicken,
It's all
yes.
white meat chicken. Okay, great.
So
Beautiful.
we're gonna take it and we're gonna lay it in our roll.
Oh, wow. Is
And
that
if
the
you wanna
traditional, Tony, just kind of the provolone cheese and nothing else? Or is there not really a traditional? I
No,
actually
like
have only had one Philly cheesesteak in my life, and it was so delicious, but it wasn't a Tony Luke's, so now I have to come to Tony Luke's.
Well, I got chicken here, and I got some caramelized onions.
Okay.
So we're gonna go a little off the wall, and we're gonna add some ranch dressing to this.
Oh my gosh. That looks delicious.
Look how nice that looks.
Wow. Oh, how great is that? So for
We're gonna put it
less
right here
than
so you can-
$5 per sandwich, you can feed 16 people for under $80. When's the last time you could say that? And you get
Yeah,
that
that's
signature
true.
taste of Philadelphia right to your kitchen. And Tony, it's been what, maybe 6 minutes since you placed those first on your grill and they're done, they're ready.
Yeah, because I like to cook it a little slower.
Yep.
At a lower temperature, because if you look at this, look how juicy this is. Now in this one, I don't normally put ketchup. That's just my personal thing. But we're gonna add a little ketchup to this one for the people that like ketchup.
Got it.
So look how quickly this is being cooked up.
It's so
See, and this is
fast.
completely cooked, yeah.
And
see?
remember, Tony put that from frozen. So these, you get them home, they'll be frozen. You place them into your freezer. And then whenever you're ready, you don't even need to worry about defrosting them. You can just place them into your pan from frozen and have a cheesesteak in minutes.
Yep. So we got a chicken here. We're gonna add a little mozzarella.
Ooh.
Make it nice and stringy. And now this one, all we did was put some fried onions. So we're gonna stay traditional with this beef steak. And we're just gonna do fried onions and beef, that's it.
Oh, wow. Looks delicious, so good.
And all of this you see on the grill, that's not oil. That's all the juice coming from this steak.
Right.
And that's the flavor, you really wanna get that flavor in there.
Now, Tony, how long could I leave these in my freezer?
Oh God, months and months and months and months.
Okay, great. So they'll be
You know,
good to
and
go. You can kind of save them if you need to, right? If you don't have 16 people to feed. Maybe it's just
No, and you
you
can
and you
take
want to
out-
pull out one here and there and you'd be good
You
to go.
can pull out one here and there. So this one we're going to add a little mayo
Okay.
on this chicken with the mozzarella. And we're going to add some lettuce. And I love these little cherry tomatoes. They're like little cherry grapes. And I absolutely love them. And they do so well. And, you know, cleanup is easy. You know, it's one piece of paper between the two that you toss out. And the other secret is you don't want to put a ton of oil in the pan. So
Okay.
I'm going to put some more on, but look, I'm just putting a little bit of oil. And then we're going to move it around to get it around. And then we're going to take, again, our steak, simple as can be. There's the sandwich. There's another sandwich.
Could not be easier. You are getting enough meat to make 16 sandwiches. You just add your cheese, your toppings, and your rolls. $79.98. You decide, would you like to go 16 4 ounces of the sliced sirloin steak, which has been most popular, or 16 4-ounce portions of the sliced chicken. That authentic Philly taste right from Tony Luke's, delivered directly to your door. No flight to Philadelphia required. Tony Luke, it's so good to see you.
Thank you, and I made a pizza too, so I'm gonna be munching on some pizza while you guys go to your next thing, because you can put this meat on top of anything.
Amazing. Nachos, pizza, salads, you will be good to go. So give us a call, 800-500-7590. Still to come, or